So we have the AI webinar software and wanted to go through and watch the video together and get a little bit more information about the AI Creator Suite. So we're going to go ahead and watch this together. I think. Let's take a look and see. Maybe not. Love going live. It's live. Live can't steer you wrong. Okay, so let's try that again. We're going to go to check out the funny thing is, it's probably working today. It didn't work yesterday. I'm probably live right now and don't even know it. But let's take a look and see. We are able to do this together. All right, let's try.
Hey, how's it going? It's Stefan Ciancio, CEO and co-founder of WebinarKit here. And today I am more excited than I've been in a very long time to announce something to you that is basically completely disrupting the sales webinar industry. So if you're an online business of any sort, or even an offline business, you may or may not realize how powerful webinars are, but they are literally the secret to scaling your business. You can turn a stranger into a sale in as little as 30 minutes following the right format. You unlock one-to-many selling, which means you don't have to keep going on tedious sales calls one after the other. You can have 10, 100, 1,000 people consume your message all at once and build a relationship with them. This is how you scale. This is how you get to 7 figures. This is how you get to 8 figures and beyond. So the biggest problem until now has been creating a webinar has required hiring expensive people like, copywriters to write the whole deck. People charge 15, 20, 25K to do this for you. Or you can use existing templates and stuff. Like with WebinarKit, we provide amazing templates, but you still have to actually build it yourself. And that could take you some time. Oftentimes, it has taken me months to build a good webinar. Well, we have completely flipped that on its head. All right. Now, before I even get that far, another thing you're seeing coming out now is people creating script builders. Like, oh, we programmed it, right? That's basically just sitting on top of ChatGPT, right? And if it's programmed well, it could be valuable. But no one's cracked the slide presentation, right? Because sales webinars usually have a certain slide presentation that's built to convert, right? You can go into Gamma AI and build slide decks, but they're not really built for conversions, right? They're not built by marketers. So we've gone ahead and actually built something that is pretty amazing, in my opinion. I'm going to go ahead and start showing it to you now, but it's called the AI Creator Suite. Now, keep in mind that not everything is fully live yet, but we wanted to get it created and we wanted to get it out to you. We've got the scripts and the slides. We call it in beta. It is a working product, but we call it beta just because we have a lot more stuff coming out on these features, like a URL to a webinar builder, meaning you can literally just put your URL of your website in and it's going to build you a high converting sales presentation. It's going to get you daily clients and sales. And again, all of this is really cool. This works for any niche. I don't care what niche you're in. This is going to work for you to get more sales. It's really amazing what we put together here. But anyway, just to kind of go into it a little bit more, we've got the scripting built. So that means you can literally just like upload some information about your product and it'll build the script. And then we've got the slide deck builder, which will actually build the slide deck. So I'm going to do a quick demo here to show you how powerful this is. So I'm going to go ahead under scripts and just go to new script. And this is going to pop something up here. I'm going to go ahead and call this, let's call this AI. I have something called the AI Webinar Workshop. Let me make a script called AI Webinar Workshop. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come over here and click Generate Script with AI. And one of the things you're going to see here is this autofill prompt questions. At the time of recording this demo, this feature is almost live, but it's not fully live yet. But what's really cool is this is going to be that URL option plus a few other options to autofill the information for your thing, for your webinar. So this is coming at the time of you watching this video. It may already be live, so you can play around with it and see. But regardless of that, if I come into generate script with AI, I can just come in here and put some info in. So I'm going to call this the AI webinar workshop event. Okay, then presenter is me, main promise, big idea. Let's call it how to scale your business to 6 and 7 figures using the power of AI and webinars. Who is this event for? Coaches, course creators. I'm just gonna, fill this in quick. Pain points, stuck under 10K months. Let's add a pain point. Overwhelmed by AI. Not sure how to move forward. Thinks webinars are still too hard. Create. Biggest desires, 6 and 7 figure business. Automate daily clients and sales. And then we go bigger. I'll go bigger on one more. Again, I'm filling this in quick. Build a life of financial freedom. Common mistakes. Not focusing on AI for sales growth and automation. Not running webinars to get daily clients and sales. False beliefs. So this one I'll probably just do webinars are too hard for newbies. I is too confusing, so I'll say my journey used to be a mechanical engineer, but wanted a life of freedom outside the 9 to 5. Discovered the power of webinars, grew multiple 6 and 7 figure businesses. Part 3 now runs WebinarKit, AI webinar software, making webinar success easy and accessible to all with AI and automation. Proof and authority, 20,000 companies use WebinarKit. WebinarKit book, sell more with webinars, is an Amazon bestseller. AI Accelerator, I'll call this AI Accelerator. 8-week AI webinar. I can actually create this product after this, which is cool if I wanted to. Pre-recorded lifetime trainings access. AI prompt vault. We'll just say that for now. Offer bonuses. 101 call with Stefan. Okay. Regular price. I'll say normally $4,997. Right. Let's make it $997 on the webinar. Webinar incentive. We'll do. I already did one-on-one call with Stefan, so we'll do 2 more calls with Stefan. 30-day money back. Call to action link. AI webinar workshop. AI accelerator. I'll just put a generic thing in here. Can a newbie do this? If you can do it. I'll say don't miss out. Okay, so this is me filling in the script. I'm going to generate the script. Okay, so you can see here it's generating the script. It's going to go ahead and build the slide info here. And then, by the way, what's really cool is just like this, you're going to have something that if you don't even want to use our built-in slide builder, you can go and give this to a designer. But this is built on a custom cocktail of years and years of webinar experience, running our own webinars, seeing what works for our clients and our customers, and the fact that we run a large webinar platform. We have a lot of data. You can see how fast it's building this for you. So it's just going in and building a massive slide deck for you. So it's going in and it's going to do this. I'm going to pause until it finishes, but you can see how quickly it's doing it. So I'm just going to pause until we get to the final slide. All right, we are back, and you could see that the script builder has spit out an 86 slide webinar, which is pretty good. So we could see here that this is the offer stack slide, but you could basically take this and like copy and paste and give it to a designer if you want, right? But we're not ending there, right? We got the actual slide deck builder too. But you can see it built it. It even gives instructions like, you know, what the title should be, what photo should be on there. Which is really cool. So I'm going to go ahead and save this deck. Okay. I'm going to go to complete. All right. So now that's there, right? It even gives you the word total, which you might or may not need, but it's got it there for you. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here and click slides. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and click new presentation here, and it's going to pop up our slide deck builder. All right. So what I'm going to actually do is click create slide deck from script. I'm going to come over here and select a script. The AI webinar workshop is the one we just did. Okay, so if I come down here, I could select a different style of the webinar, right? If you're running more of like, let's say you're in the health niche, maybe you want more of like one of these colors, but I'm just going to do this one, the very just black normal text. I'm going to edit my brand image to WebinarKit, so select that one. Bottom right, I'm going to place the logo, and you want to make sure you toggle replace existing slides, and I'm going to go ahead and import script. All right, you can see that it's actually going to go ahead and start building the script for me now, which is really, really cool. And we toggled the AI image generation, so it's actually building the images for these slides as well. And you can see this thing is going pretty fast, right? And again, these are not like gamma slides. These are sales presentation slides. Like you've seen webinars, right? This is the format that webinars follow. Very simple, proven for sales, headline, bullet points, usually an image, right? So you're going to see it's going through and building all of this content for you very, very quickly, right? So here's the interesting thing. It just made the slide for me, right? So it's going through. I'll keep it up for a second, but I'm actually going to pause it until it finishes just to not make the whole video you guys waiting. But you could kind of see on the left here, it's creating all of these slides very, very quickly, and they look pretty good, right? These are perfect as a sales presentation. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and pause, and then I'll get to the bottom when it's done. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just kind of show you through this deck a little bit. So essentially, this is what we came up with basically right off the bat. So you can kind of see, have an idea of the different, it's got the, you can see in the bottom, it has like the WebinarKit logo, which we added. Oops, I might be blocking that. Hold on, so I can just show you the WebinarKit logos right there. So essentially though, you come through and you can see it did a really amazing job. I mean, this thing is like pretty much, you got to make some edits like on some slides, right? And we'll continue to improve that. But like basically you come down and it's got like a fully fledged slide deck here. Who is this webinar for? Is this you? You know, the copy, like feeling overwhelmed by all the AI talk, thinking webinars are too techy or complicated. This is a usable webinar here. And by the way, like it's all editable. So I could come in here, right? I'm like, let's say I just want to replace this with an image of me. Boom, right? Now it's me. Who are you and why should you, well, who am I and why should you listen to me? Mechanical engineer, turned online entrepreneur, grew multiple businesses, right? So that slide is done. So essentially you come down, let me take you back. Years ago, I was trapped in a 9-to-5 as a mechanical engineer. So yeah, type a 1 in the chat if you know what I'm talking about, right? So you can come in. Other cool thing is, this is all editable, right? So if you don't like something, you could come in here and change it. Hello, right? So I could come in here and edit this. We've got the typical editing here, right? This is using the same page builder we use for regular WebinarKit, which is well loved and adored. I believe we're the only webinar software with a drag and drop page builder. But basically, we kind of leverage a lot of the same tech for this. So like you come in, but all the images are auto-generated if you select that option. But let me come through, right? And you can see the copy is pretty damn good, right? We come through. You know, you could come in and edit whatever you want. My goals for you today: discover my AI proven webinar. It came up with the secrets, by the way, itself. Like it does this all itself. So 3 secrets to scaling. 1, most business owners are doing webinars wrong and leaving thousands on the table. 2, AI makes this shockingly easy, even with no tech skills or experience. So getting over those objections. 3, the automated daily clients webinar system that keeps working while you sleep. Secret 1, so kind of like going through, it's again like the copy's good, right? And again, this is this is only going to get better with time, right? Like, but for now, it's like you've got a fully fledged webinar here. You could build this for any industry. Look at this. Our webinar is still really working. It hit the, this isn't even an objection that I came up with. Do you notice that? This is an objection that it just knew, right? That what people might be wondering if webinars are still working. And it hit that objection. Absolutely. They're more effective than ever. Companies, solopreneurs are quickly making tons of money. Common myth busted, AI is too confusing. This was one of the things that I gave it, right? And like it gets over that objection really well. You know what I mean? Here's what AI could do for your webinar. Imagine running webinar events where AI handles boring, repeatable tasks. 3, the automated daily client system. So anyway, look at all these images that are auto-generated, right? So we could come in here and like it even made a little product image for the AI webinar accelerator. Didn't spell it completely right, but that's okay, right? You could always come in and change this. Like that's the beauty, right? Like it's giving you something that's like, in many cases, and in some cases, it probably will be 100% of the way there. But like, even when you go to Gamma or some other tool, you're going to have to do like a little bit of editing to make it exactly what you want it to be. But this is in sales webinar format, which is something I haven't seen anywhere else, which is just amazing. In a nutshell, the bootcamp will let you blah, blah, blah. So it tells you everything. I'm on slide 40 right now. So let me break it down for you piece by piece. Everything included, designed for newbies and advanced entrepreneurs alike, right? So it just goes through, looked like it missed an image there, but basically come through and edit these 20,000 companies, blah, 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 featured in. So yeah, like just, it's got basically so many things in here. It created a satisfaction image. Let's sum up everything you get. So it did the stacking pretty well. We could come down, blah, blah, blah. Can total newbie do this? So it's still going through kind of like, here's some frequently asked questions slides. So let's see what the offer stack slide looks like. Okay, so how do you get access? Go to aiaccelerator.com. It's just a random link I put in there. Okay, so here's what to do next. So good call to action. Last chance for event only bonuses. So we come down. Let's take action today. Right. And then here's the stack slide. So the stack slide came out actually pretty good, right? Because this is what we want in a stack slide. You can make edits to this. Like if you want to make this, let's see, can we make that left? Let's see here. All right. So we can't make that left, but we can always like move stuff around. Let's see. Hold on. All right. So some stuff might not be editable right off the bat, but if we come down text, let's see here. Oh, there we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and I was in the wrong section. So I can go ahead if I want to make this like stack to the left. I can take this and just, sorry, I was under the wrong alignment. So under text alignment is what we want. So let me go down here. Just change that, right? So maybe I want it to stack left instead of centered. Perfect. Look at that. And maybe I want this text to be a little bigger, right? Just make it pop a little more. But guys, I just want to express to you, do you know how long it used to take me to create webinars like this? Like, this is good. This is like ready to go, which is awesome. And you can do it for any industry. So anyway, I'm going to go in here and just change these. But in a nutshell, once you finish and you're happy with your webinar, you have a few options. Like you could click download the webinar into a PDF. And then once it's downloaded as a PDF, you can upload it into the media center of WebinarKit and use it as a slide deck in your webinars. Or you could record with it and do an automated webinar. I'm just going to make sure I save that. Okay. And then again, I can download it, but I'm just going to go ahead and exit for now. All right. And that's kind of what we've got live right now. I'm so stoked for it. You can see up here, we have a few other things coming soon, like voices and presentations, and you can kind of have an idea of what that means. But what we're getting to eventually is we would like you to actually build on even the slide deck and add in an AI voice. Like you could eventually we'll have it where you could use your own voice. Like, you know, you can AI version of your own voice, but to start, we might have some avatar voices in there where now you could have someone present the webinar for you and eventually do different languages and stuff like that. So we have a lot of really cool stuff coming with the AI stuff for you. But for now, we've got the scripting and the slides already live, and I've never seen anything like the slides anywhere. Like no one has built anything like this. Again, you could use Gamma, but it's not really built for sales or conversions, right? But the slide deck I just showed you is what pretty much most if not all slide decks that I've seen over the years have this format, right? So it's just, I'm so excited because I'm going to be able to build my webinars 50 times, 100 times faster now too. So anyway, that's it for now. If you're a current WebinarKit user, this is live in your account. So you can go ahead and just go to getwebinarkit.com and log into your account. It's also listed here under the top right, AI Creator Suite. So you can go ahead and start playing with it. And then if you're not a WebinarKit customer, we have a few plans. You can go to getwebinarkit.com to check it out. We've got automated webinars, which are getwebinarkit.com, live webinars, which are getwebinarkit.com/live. And then we have a best deal ever, which combines those with white label and 100 sub accounts, meaning you can rebrand this tool. And now you could actually have an AI tool to rebrand, which is amazing. Meaning you can resell this as your own AI tool, just change the name. It's no longer just a webinar tool, but it's an AI webinar builder. So you can essentially do that now and basically create this, as your own software. If you grab any of our white label packages, the best deal ever is the best price to include white label, and that's just getwebinarkit.com/best-deal-ever. All of these links will also be below the video for now. So, and if you're not an affiliate of WebinarKit yet and you want to promote this for easy money, now that we've got the AI features, I think it just takes it to a whole new level. So yeah, so excited that you watched this video, and definitely get in here and start building some high converting webinars. You can even build this for clients. It's just, I think we're going to really do some serious disruption with this in the industry. So thanks so much for watching. Get in here and play around, and I'll talk to you soon. In this quick video, I'm going to show you exactly how to set up your very first webinar using AI webinar agents. So first, right when you log in, you'll see this page. You'll see scripts over here. The first thing you're going to want to do is click new script, and that's going to bring you to this page where you can name the script. So you can go ahead and name this whatever you want. I'm going to leave it blank for now. Then you could click generate script with AI. Now, this is going to prompt one of two options. We have sales webinar and we have video sales letter. Sales webinar is a longer format and more webinar style where you can give a presentation and make sales. Video sales letter is going to be a condensed version of that, where it'll be something that might live on a page and just be like a 5 to 10 minute video sales letter that sells from that page directly. And what's cool is you can create one of each with AI webinar agents, so that way you're hitting those different marketing love languages. One is for long form and one is a shorter form, and you could basically use the same, you could use the different formats for the same messaging. So I'm going to choose sales webinar because that's what most people watching this are here for. And then what's really cool is we have this autofill prompt questions option, which can take from a website. Right, so down here we can do, I'm going to go ahead and do getwebinarkit.com, which is one of our products, and it's going to populate that information. It'll take just a second. All right, so you can see that it's gone in and filled in most of the information. I recommend giving this a once over. I'm not going to do it live on this call, but basically it'll fill in additional information, and you should just go through and make sure everything looks okay. For example, it missed the information about the presenter's journey because it didn't pick up anything about me or my co-founder there, right? But everything else about our product it filled in, which saved us a ton of time. So, I mean, I could go ahead and put like, link here. I'll do getwebinarkit.com just for the call to action, right? So anyway, we can go ahead and click generate script, and just like that, this is going to start creating the script. You can see how fast it goes. Wow, this thing is building it extremely fast. I'm going to pause until it's done, but this will take probably just 30 seconds or less. All right, so the script has just finished. I'm going to move myself over here, and you can see that it has spat out an 87 slide webinar here. And what's really cool is, like, if you did not want to use us for the slide generation, which I'm going to show you next, you could always take this to a designer, right? It tells them exactly what to put on each slide, offer link, what the photo should be. So pretty great as far as that goes. So I'm going to go ahead and just click save on that. Okay, and then I'm going to go to complete, right? So just like that, we have our script. Okay. So from there, I'm just going to go to the slides option, and I'm going to show you how to create a new slide presentation. So if I come here, right, I could click generate, create slide deck from script. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to select, I did an untitled script. So let me just grab the most recent untitled one to make sure that's the right one. Yep. Okay. So that's the one. And I could choose any one of these styles. There's more styles being added all the time. Then I can click generate with AI images or placeholder images or do not add images. So if you want to add images, you could do generate images from AI. I'm going to select image here for my brand logo. I'm going to put the brand logo in the bottom right. And just like that, I'm going to come down and click replace existing slides. I'm going to click import script, right? Just like this, it's going to start building me a webinar and it's generating the images. So that's really, really cool. And you can see that it takes a little bit longer with the image generation because it has to actually generate. These images are being generated from scratch. These images do not exist anywhere else. So that's really cool. You're getting like a custom designed slide deck with images. And these are slides built to convert, right? These are not slides that are meant for like impressing your boss at a meeting with numbers, right? These are slides following a format that we have used to do millions in sales. And this is the exact type of webinar that we have run that has produced millions in sales. We have studied all of the greats ourselves, and we've taken that into what we've done with our own webinars, and we've added our own flares to things. And we run a webinar platform called WebinarKit, which has over 20,000 people that have used the tool. So we've also got a unique perspective because we're behind the scenes of a webinar platform, which is something that a lot of people don't really have that perspective. So what went into building this was a lot over those different factors, right? So if you're someone who's been struggling, who wanted to get into webinars before, but you didn't really, the barrier to entry was too high because traditionally you had to like fill out these lengthy templates. You had to hire expensive designers or copywriters or agencies, sometimes to the tune of over $10,000, $15,000, and you weren't sure how to do these things yourself because it was just too time consuming or too much money. Now is the time. You could build this webinar in minutes, and you see how easy this was. I pasted a website. You have to fill out a bit of information. You get your script, and then in here it's going to build the entire webinar for you. You could run with this today. What's also really cool is you could do this for clients, right? Maybe you sell these webinar decks, right? There are people out there right now that I know that are selling these decks for between, $10,000 and $25,000. You can do this to create slide decks for other people and make a lot of money doing it. Or you could easily create a new webinar every week for your own business, right? You could change the angling a little bit, which is cool. Whatever you want to do. So you have so many different options when it comes to this. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and pause it. It's about halfway through. You can see this goes very fast, but I'm going to pause it and show you a finished one, and then we could share some of the next features. All right, I just loaded up a different deck that I have done in here, but you could see what the finished slides look like. And what's really cool is you could change images, right? Like if I want to come here and replace this image, I could come in here and just select this. And just like that, you can, go back to where is it? Sorry, show slides. There we go. So you come down, you can change all these images if you want. This is a full editor. So like anything you don't like in here, you can edit. Like you don't need to just run with the first draft that the AI gave you, or you can, right? It's designed to work right out of the gate, but you can make minor edits. But just like that, I mean, you've got a slide deck. I remember these things used to take me months to build, and going back and forth. And then you have to deal with the designers. But this is just a proven format that converts, and it does everything even up to the offer slide, right? So you've got the entire offer slide here. And this is just one style. This is the more minimalist style that we have. I prefer minimalist. I don't like distractions. I want to make sure I get my message out. But this is basically all here for you, all done with images and everything, right? And it took us minutes. So it's super easy. And then you have the option to download it either as a PDF or you can import it into PowerPoint. We have a few other options as well. Pretty soon you should be able to do Google Sheets. And we're going to give you more editable options with that deck when it leaves from here. Right now, the majority of the editing is easiest to be done right inside of WebinarKit. We've made it very easy. There's a full editor per slide here. You've got select style. You can change the style. You can do all these things. You can add slides. So you've got a full slide editor inside of the tool, right? After what the AI generates, which is pretty great. But anyway, if I just click save and get out of this, that's the second portion here. Then we've got some additional things coming soon, like voices and presentations, but those are not live as of yet. But right now, it already does the scripting and the slide work, and pretty soon you'll be able to do so much more. But right now, if you're looking to get your webinars and video sales letters done with scripts and actually build the slides, like I see some people coming out with just script builders. I mean, that's cool, but you still need to go and build the slide deck. and it needs to be proven to convert. So we actually have not only the scripts, but the slide deck builder. So all in one place, right? So anyway, that's our AI webinar agent, and it's only going to get better from here. It's already amazing. We have some really affordable options. You can go and spend $5,000 to $15,000 with an agency, or you could build your webinar today in the next 30 minutes and start growing your business and getting a ton more sales. Webinars have been responsible for well over multi-seven figures for our businesses over the years. So it definitely is something that you should be doing, and it can't get any easier. I haven't seen anything beat AI Webinar Agent. I don't think we'll see anything beat it, but that's our little demo, and can't wait for you to start using the tool and give us an amazing testimonial. Talk to you soon.
So there's one more thing I want to show you here on this demo, because I want to make sure I provide all the information. And I'm not sure if you'll be able to hear me when I go and share the screen, but we're going to see what happens. But I want to provide all the information for you so you can make a sound decision. So I'll talk, but just in case it does work in regards to seeing this as well. But all of the features that are available with AI Webinar Kit and CCC Elevate You partnering and white labeling with the software is amazing. There's an opportunities for you to just explode, because the great thing is about growth is there's nothing you can do around testing, and there's no magic algorithm on what works. So why not work smarter to elevate faster? And that's what CCC Elevate You, AI webinar software company, is aiming to help you do. This is perfect for any and everyone that has content, a product, an offer, a service that needs to be displayed in some type of format in regards to a presentation. The great thing is, as Stefan, one of the co-founders, actually went through, he explained that all of this is already set up in the AI system with seven-figure marketers having over 10 years of experience in doing webinars. So you're not just doing something just off, just like he was stating with Gamma. I've used some presentations on my site as well with Gamma AI, but it's not actually, have that experience of webinars. He uses, like, for example, Russell Brunson himself, Stefan Cincianzo, has over 10 years of experience. So this is a way for you to have more engagement, have more opportunities to grow your business, utilizing and leveraging webinars and being able to have that smooth experience. They're powerful. It's a way for you to be able to scale faster, sell more, and being able to have the insights that you need to be able to grow and build your business. The great thing is, in the age of AI, you have the copywriting tools, you have high converting webinars, you have funnels in seconds. So that way you don't have to wait on presenting your opportunities, as well as it seamlessly merges with a lot of different CRMs and integrations for your email building, for your constant contact, for your multi-language opportunities. So everything is here within this actual setup. When you actually look into the professional plan with CCC Elevate You, you do receive the bonuses that is provided here on the screen, as some of the actual templates and step-by-step trainings by seven-figure marketers, and as well as access to a private community to help you learn, grow, and scale. You're able to instantly not be alone. You have the mentorship that you need. You can ask questions and be a part of like minds that are building over 18,000 businesses that have already gotten started with WebinarKit in regards to the business. So I'm glad I was able to kind of give you an idea of what CCC Elevate You in regards to storytelling, automation, and growing your billionaire brand, and how to do that and leveraging webinars in order to get that done. And seeing step-by-step a couple of demonstrations. So your captain, your AI cash story captain, Adrian Mays, and founder of CCC Elevate You, here to help you work smarter and elevate faster. I can, I will, I shall be victorious. What up, though? Detroit, Michigan. Let's go. Deuces.